Welcome to the Juice Radio Talk Show. 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 Reality TV's church reviews. Let's talk happy love and marriage lifestyle. Come and talk with us. Come and share with us. Come and laugh with us. Come on and pray with us.
Regina and Clovis, special guests. You should be following your lead. Bless. Subscribe on YouTube. Listen on podcasts. We live on IG and Facebook. This episode is sponsored by Truth and Triumph Ministries.
Hello, everybody. How is everyone? All right, so let's get this conversation going. Let's testing that equipment there. And good afternoon to all of you. Thank you for being back on the Juice Radio and Talk Show. Listen, you guys, this is our Money Monday series. Hey, everybody over there on Instagram. Thank you all for tuning in as well. Listen, you guys, let's have a conversation. This is our Money Monday series. For those of you who are looking for Pastor Grant, she has some other events and things that she had to take care of for today. So she's going to be back, okay? She's going to be back. But listen, I thought it would be very fun for us to talk about a topic that I enjoy, and that is this: turn your passion into profit by starting a new business. Now, there are a lot of people that I have spoken to that have great ideas. They want to do things, and there's a few things that they feel is stopping them from this new business that they want to do. And let's discuss some of that, because I want to use some of these scenarios to try and educate you on knowing that somebody else's situation does not have to be a stall for your situation or a stop for your situation. Some people that I have spoken to have said, hey, Regina, I want to do this business, but one of the main things that comes up is the age. I'm too old. I'm too old to do this. I'm too old to start something new. But you guys, their passion is still there to do it. I want to encourage you today, get out of the rut of feeling like you're too old to start something. Listen, there are many people that are waiting on businesses that will help them with the things they need, and it may be a project or a passion that you have. I want to encourage you today, if you have ever wanted to do something and you feel as though that's your passion, you go to sleep thinking about it, you wake up thinking about it, throughout your day you're thinking about it, but you are letting other things or things in your life stop you, I want you to know this today. Maybe it's time for you to get started on that. Get started on doing it. Don't let the fear of your age stop you. Now, there are some situations now, you guys, that age may hinder, okay? Some of you who may say, well, hey, I always wanted to be a football player. It's always been my dream to be a football player. But, you know, I'm too old right now. Now, I'm not going to tell you to go to the professional league, but I am going to tell you that there are some organizations that have what they call a senior league. So you still may be able to do that. So you guys, don't give up on the dream. So let me talk a little bit more about some of the things. There are other things that people come to me and they say they're too young. I'm too young to do this. I can't do this. Listen, you're at a great age, especially if you're young, to start something new, because you have the ability that a lot of other people may not have as far as age. Now, age may hinder some things, but you who are in your youth, all you need is the connection and experience of others to help you on your journey. So don't let that be an excuse to stop you. There are a lot of entrepreneurs. Thank you, Holy Spirit. There are a lot of entrepreneurs that are young. I've seen 13-year-old entrepreneurs have their own businesses, you guys. Yes, they do. So don't let that be a hindrance. Also, people have said, well, I don't have the money. I don't have the resources. I can't do it. Listen, money is also an obstacle that can try and hinder or stop the process of you getting your business together. But you should not let it be. There's a lot of people that start mega businesses and they have mega businesses and they started out as small. Come on now. Y'all know the rapper Jay-Z. He said, I heard him do an interview once and he said he used to sell CDs out of the trunk of his car. Come on now. Start and don't let the money be a problem. And we're going to talk a little bit more about the money also, okay? So whatever the situation is that have stopped you or have hindered you from thinking that you can have a successful business, I want you to let that go today. And let's talk about going forward and turning your passion into profit today on the Juice Radio and Talk Show's Money Monday series. Let's dive into this. All right. So here, I want to also say thank you so much to Aaron. Thank you, Aaron, for putting all this conversation and information, in the chat. Thank you so very much. And hello to you, Aaron. Thank you so very much for being here, putting that in here. And you guys, she's reminding you to please click like and share and subscribe on this channel. Ring the doorbell, as we call it. Put a like on the chat, on the comment here, and let us know that you're here, okay? Thank you so much. And share this video and like it on our YouTube channel. If you're watching this on one of our many other channels, we do invite you to come on over here to our YouTube channel right here. You see it on the screen, our beautiful logo with our microphone and our beautiful red cup, the Juice Radio and Talk Show. If you type that into YouTube, you should see our logo pop up, and you go ahead and subscribe there and hit the notification bell on the right so you'll be reminded when we go live. Let's dive into this today, okay? First thing you want to do when you say you want to turn your passion into profit, the first thing you want to do is this. You want to find out what your passion is. It's as simple as that. What is it that you're passionate about? I remember when I was young, I always wanted to be a speaker. I always wanted to be on big platforms, and I always wanted to just have great conversations with people. But I also, when I was young, also wanted to encourage people. I've always been one of these people who's a great encourager. That's my passion and my dream. But what I did was I knew I had to go to work. And so I let the work that I was doing consume the dream. And so the dream that I wanted to do as a motivational speaker, as an encourager, all got pushed behind the work that I did. I went to work at Burger King. I worked at Burger King. I flipped fries. I made burgers. I did all that. And when I got off work, I was too tired to even think about the dream and passion that I had. But I would always watch shows like Sally Jesse Raphael and see how she would be a speaker and stuff. And I'd be like, my goodness, I would love to do that, and other great people that were out there, Montel Williams, the speaking that he did and the program that he had on the show. I would watch all of those things, and I was really like, man, I really wish I could do stuff like that. But then I would not put the time into learning and diving more into that because, hey, I got to get up and go to work the next morning to Burger King. I'm not knocking Burger King, but I'm going to teach you something today. What I should have been doing back then was, yeah, I can go to work at Burger King because we all need the money. We all need the money. But what I also should have been doing is not giving up on the dream. I should have been finding ways to try and get out there and start learning, at least collecting ideas, collecting tools and learning it. But I didn't. But as I got older, I started doing more of what I desired to do. But then I started getting set back into the other things, of work, and letting work consume the dream. So now that I'm a little older, I am now learning how to balance the two. I'm learning how to balance business, and I'm also learning how to balance my passion. And so with the two, I'm balancing it, but I'm also doing this. I want to teach you some of the stumbling blocks that I did so that you don't go through the same thing. Because when you reach a certain time in your life, I want you to be successful already in that business that you dreamt about. Okay. So I want you to define today, what is your passion? What is it that you are passionate about? What is it that you love doing? What is it that you desire to do? What is that? That's the first thing I want you to do. And then I want you to find out who's making money doing what you're passionate about. I want you to think about that. I want you to start doing research on what it is. What is your desire? Now, I said that like when I was younger, I would watch the people on television. I would watch them. And at the time, all I did was say, I'm dreaming about doing this. I'm dreaming about doing this. I want to be a speaker. I want to be a motivational speaker. I want to be on platforms. I did that. But I didn't push forward into saying, okay, what can I do to get on those platforms, and how can I make money doing it as well, So I want you to start putting your passion to work. First, I want you to define what it is you're passionate about. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing, this is homework for you. The second thing I want you to do is to start searching for businesses, organizations, or other people that are doing what you're passionate about. And I want you to start learning from them. I want you to start learning how they're making money. Are they making money? Are they successful? What are their downfalls? What are their pitfalls? What are the stumbling blocks? What are the things they had to overcome? I want you to start doing in-depth study of it. Let's say, for instance, if you are someone also that wants to be a mechanic, you really desire and dream is to be a mechanic. You love cars. You love tinkering with them. You love the mechanics of it all. You should be one that's looking at every single car show that you can. Not only looking at every car show, there should be a mechanic shop somewhere near you that you can go and say, hey, I'm really passionate about this. I want to know the ins and outs of this. But not only get stuck in the mechanics of it, the work and working on the car and tinkering on the car like I did. I said, I want to know about this. So I started watching the motivational speakers. I also want you to look at the money side of it. Because a lot of people get trapped in, I'm so intrigued about this thing that I'm passionate about. And you get so worked up into that part of it that you forget to stay focused on the money part. And oftentimes you're passionate and you're doing what you're passionate about, but you're not making money in your passion. You're not making any money. You need to find out that part, because there's a thing called a hobby and there's a thing called a business. Do you want what you're passionate about to be your hobby? Because hobbies, you normally don't make money. You put money into them, but you normally don't get money out of them. Now, your business, you will put money into and you expect to get a return on that. So you're making money in your business. So you need to define, what is it going to be? Is your passion going to be your hobby? Not money, or not much money, very little money. Or is your passion going to be your business? If you say, I want my passion to be my business, then not only look at what those people are doing, you also need to look at the money side of it and have conversations, research on how you can do this money. Okay, get the money part of it. The next thing that I want to talk to you, after you've defined what your passion is, you have watched other people, you're studying them, you're getting more research on what these people are doing that you're actually passionate about. I want you to do this. I want you to put a sticker on your mirror, your wall, or somewhere, your refrigerator, wherever you frequently see. I want you to do this. Put this and put this up there big. Don't let your big dream stop you. Don't let your big dream stop you. Or thank you, Holy Spirit. Don't allow your big dream to stop you. Now, here's what happens. Some people, what they do is they have a huge dream. They may say, hey, I want to be, the president of the United States. I want to be a senator. I want to be a government official. I want to run a huge organization helping homeless people. I want to help, the world. I want to be the next Pulitzer winner. How do you say that word? Okay. I want to be a great big person or do something great and big in my life. And it's a huge dream. Sometimes what people do is they let the huge dream stop them because they're afraid that it is too big for them and that it will only be a dream. Don't do that. Barack Obama is one who's great when we're talking about this topic. Now, a lot of people did not ever think that Barack Obama would become president. Even though he was out there, he was doing other stuff, in the political world. But when it came time for him to run for the president of the United States of America, big dream, a lot of people counted him out. But one thing that Barack Obama did was he did not, I repeat, did not allow the big dream to stop him. Most of all of us know that when Barack Obama and Michelle Obama did their dance during all that inaugural celebration and everything, Everybody remembers and recalls Michelle Obama looking at Barack Obama as they danced and basically like implying, I can't remember the exact words, but it's almost as though she was saying to him, can you believe this? We're doing it. We're here. We're living the dream. I want you to take that tool and that dream and that vision and make it your reality. You too can one day look back or look at your present moment and say the same thing. I cannot believe I'm living the dream. But in order to live the dream, you have to believe in the dream and you can't allow the dream to stop. So no matter how big it is, no matter how fearful you think it is, no matter how much you think you can't do it, I want you to be ensured and know that if you press toward the goal, you can achieve it. It may take some time. Yes, it may take some time, but that's okay. You have the time to do it. Press toward the goal. So don't let that big dream stop you. Here's another thing. Again, I said start studying others. Start studying others. If you're someone who wants to be a hairdresser and you want to be a hairdresser to celebrities, you could do that. Start going to the hair salons, talking with people who have businesses right there in your area, or go online, start watching hair shows, start getting some information. You know what I often do? After I watch these shows that are on television and everything, I look at the names in the credit. I look at the names in the credit. And then I will look online to see if I can find their social media platforms. For instance, if there's a creative director in the name of a show and they give the creative director's name, I Google that person's name. Why? Because I want to find out more about being creative. I want to find out more about the directorship. I want to find out more about what they're doing. I want to find out more about them. And then sometimes I'll even contact them and say, hey, I want to know more about you. Tell me more about you, and have the conversation. Make the relationships. Get that. And you'll be surprised at how many people are willing to share information about the business that they're doing with you. Learn. Knowledge is key. And it's a key that can open the success to your ventures. Okay? Another thing that I want you to do is I want you to put in the work. Put in the work for your vision and your passion so that you can make a profit. Now, if you want to make a profit, you cannot expect everybody else to do your work. You have to do it. Okay? You have to be vested and invested in what you want to profit from. You can't expect to get something out of something that you didn't put something into. Okay? Now, myself here on the channel, I invested and invested a lot into the Juice Radio and Talk Show, as well as the other platforms that I have and other businesses that I have. But you guys, it took me doing that. I couldn't sit around and wait for somebody else to do it. I couldn't look at other people and say, hey, you're knowledgeable in this. Come on over and do it for me too. No, I had to put the time into that because it's something that I want to grow. And you're right, Holy Spirit. Look at it this way. If you want others to pour into your business, you may have to pay them for the pouring in that they did. There are going to be a lot of times when you're going to feel like you're all alone in the process of building your business and what you're passionate about. There may be a lot of times that you're going to feel like you're all alone, you're crying, you're like, nobody's here to help me. I want you to know you're not alone. Others have been through the same thing too. But the times that you feel that you're alone in the process of turning your passion into profit and building your new business, I want you to know this. That's the time that you should be gaining strength. Yes, in your lonely times, you need to gain some strength because you're going to have to push through all of that sadness, all of that depression that you may have to continue to push this business forward. Some of the largest business and organizations that are going on right now in the world had individuals that had to push alone when nobody else would help them push. Yes, they did. But because they never gave up, there were times that they may have sat down. There were times that they probably were just leaning up against the business saying, I need this business to go. There were times that they were probably very tired. I, for one, am one. I'm still pushing. I'm still pushing this business, this dream, this passion that I have to go and speak in many coliseums around the world about unity, about love, about helping each other, about building happiness. I am pushing this thing sometimes by myself. I'm on here today. I'm on here today. Pastor Grant had something that she had to do, and I'm not knocking that. There's going to be times when you're going to be alone, but don't be fearful of those alone times. I could have told Pastor Grant today, well, I'm not going to do the show. You're not here. I'm not going to. No. I said, okay, Regina, come on now. I got into high gear. Come on now. Push it. We're still going to do the hiring video that she wants to do. I just pushed that back a little bit. I didn't take it off. I pushed it back to another date. And I said, come on, let's put something else in here that we can talk about and get the people encouraged about their new businesses. So as I'm on this channel today alone, I'm letting you know there are going to be times when you're alone that you still have to push the vision. And as God see you pushing the vision, He's going to send help to you. He'll send help. He just wants to know that you're not going to give up, because God doesn't want to waste good help on somebody who would give up on a good idea. So sometimes you're going to have to put the muscle into it, and you're going to feel like you're alone. But eventually one day you're going to look up and you're going to feel like, hey, it's not as heavy as it was before. What's going on? And you're going to look to your left and you're going to see somebody helping you. Because somebody's going to come and have conversations with you, because they're going to be curious about, what is this that you're doing? I'm interested in this. What can I do to help you? I'm a witness. It's happened to me. I always wanted to do this financial series and I got so busy. And as I was pushing this vision alone by myself, one day Pastor Grant contacted me and had a conversation. And she says, I'm in business. I do finances. I would love to get this going. Why don't we do this together? I said, well, you know what? I was just thinking about getting it started again. So here we go. I'm pushing. It's hard. I'm pushing my vision. I'm pushing it. And along comes Pastor Grant. And now together we're pushing it. It's not as hard for me, because now we've got somebody else helping to push this along the way. But was I out there for myself for a long time doing it? Yes, I was. But now I've got help. I've got help. And are there going to be some days when you feel as though they're not here? I'm doing it myself. It's okay, because you're still going to push forward. You're going to push forward and they'll be back. It's okay. So here's what I want you to do to know: you've got to put in the work, but don't wait to put in the work until other people come. Don't do that. Don't do that. You need to know and be assured that if others see you working, they will come and help you work. Okay? Now, for those of you who have this passion of business that you want to do and you want to turn it into a profit, I want to give you some keys of some things that can help you. I want you to go and talk to some friends about the passion that you have. Now, be very careful and choose your friends wisely who you have conversations about your business, but talk to some of them. And in your conversation, thank you, Holy Spirit, don't allow them to stop your vision and your passion. I want to say that boldly, because other people may not understand what it is that you want to do. Now, I want to say this clear on the channel. Everything that you want to do as a business and you have a passion for it should be something good. It should not be something that is going to harm or hurt others. It's so sad that we have to say that in this day and age, but the clarity needs to be there, okay? All right. So going back to in a loving venue, what you want to do, loving things what you want to do. If you're passionate about hairdresser, if you're passionate, you want to be the president of the United States of America. If you're passionate, you want to be a speaker. Tony Robbins is a great speaker that many of you need to listen to. He has a great book. My son called me one day and he says, "Mom, you have got to get Tony Robbins' book." And I've known Tony Robbins, I've known of him for years. And I got the book and I read it, and he started telling me about a lot of the downfalls that he had, a lot of the trials that he had. Hey, Pastor Lorenzo. Hey, Miss Darnell, Bible Bites. Tony Robbins started telling me about a lot of the trials and problems that he had with his physical health, a lot of the problems he had with his family and so forth. But one thing I realized, even through all those struggles that Tony Robbins had, he still continued to go stand on platforms and motivate others. Pushing through, it works. So I want you to talk to relatives. I want you to talk to others. If you're a hairdresser and you want to start, working on people's hair, you can ask some of your friends if you can work on their hair. You can go to some salons and say, "Hey, can I be an intern here?" I know you may not be able to pay, because right now a lot of people, they may say, "Well, I can't hire you." A lot of the small businesses they're getting hit hard because of a lot that's going on. But some of the small businesses are thriving. But if you go to some business and they say, "Hey, I can't hire you right now," ask them if you're passionate about learning what it is that you can do to get your own business started. If you're really passionate about it, you would go in establishments and give your time for free. Yes, you will. I have done it. And even today, I still do it because I know there are those who have paid me. There are those who gave me monetary for some of the things that I have done. But there's a lot of times I would go and I said, "Listen, I want to be here because I know it's going to make my brand name great." Come on now. So if you have to go into somewhere and say, "Listen, I'll just come here for free." I remember the movie Barbershop. Y'all remember that movie Barbershop with Queen Latifah? Well, Queen Latifah was in her salon, and Lisa Ray was playing the other character. Lisa Ray came in, and Lisa Ray was playing this character of this big, person or radio announcer or something like that, and or something. She came in with her friends, and Queen Latifah wanted to do her hair so bad. And Queen Latifah was like, "Well, listen, let me do your hair." And I believe the character is Lisa Ray. If I'm wrong, you guys let me know in the comments and correct me. Okay, I take correction fine. I don't mind. I don't mind. Just don't scold me in it. Just correct me on it. But what happened? Long story short, in the movie, Queen Latifah wanted to do her hair so bad because she knew that it would make her name brand great. And she said, "Well, I'll just do it for free." And so Lisa Ray turned back around and was like, "Well, wait, did you say free?" And Queen Latifah said, "Yeah, I'll do it for free." So she did her hair. But guess what? Because she did her hair for free, she got that client. It was a big client. And then her name, Queen Latifah's brand name, got really big. And she was able to get other celebrities and stuff. And that's how her business grew. And that great part of that movie was eye-awakening for me, because sometimes we will let money walk out the door. And I'm saying that to say this part. Sometimes you think that you doing something free is not going to bring a royalty to you, but it will. But you have to understand, sometimes doing it for free will bring a royalty. I have a friend of mine that said he was looking for a job, and he really wanted to get a job really bad, and he was having a hard time finding a job. So what he did, he went to United Way and he started just volunteering his time, because he didn't just want to sit at home and do nothing. He wanted to volunteer his time. And so he went to United Way and he asked him, he says, "Yeah, I need a job." And they said they weren't hiring. He says, "Well, can I just work as a volunteer?" And they told him, "Sure, you can work as a volunteer." And he started doing that. And you guys, after some time, I don't know how long, maybe a few months or something, the people at United Way saw him and they were like, "This guy comes here all the time and we're not paying him." And guess what? They hired him. He became an employee of that company that he had given his free time to. So it wasn't free time. He was investing in a dream and vision that he had. His dream and vision was he wanted to work. So he was willing to work, so much so that he was willing to give of his free time. But I don't really call it free time when you're doing internship, when you're doing volunteer work. I don't call that free time. I call that an investment. You're investing in it. And eventually, one of those other investors will come by and see your investment, and they will start investing in you. Come on now. Somebody, one of those investors of that United Way company came by and said, wait a minute, let me look at this. Let me look a little closer at this investment. And I now think I want to invest in that investment. You may be just like that. Someone may see your work that you're doing, that you're volunteering. It's not volunteering anymore. Remember that you're investing in. You're investing this time. And someone may see that and understand and know. I pray that the right people see it. I'm praying it over myself, that the right person will see what I'm doing and say, I want to invest in you and bring the money, bring the profitability to you. So you guys, don't think that that's anything wrong with that. Hey, Cece, how you doing? Hey, Minister Deborah Davis, how are you doing? So here's another thing I want you to do. A couple of more things. We're going just a little bit over time. This is important. So let me go ahead and give this to you, okay? Just give me a couple of more minutes. The other thing I want you to do is have others help you, but make sure they are passionate about what you are doing. When you want to turn your own passion into a business and make it profitable, I want you to get connected with other people and have other people help you. When you have other people that will help you, make sure that you're not forcing them to help you. Because when you force somebody to help you and they're not passionate about what you're doing, you could actually spend more time pulling them to try to help you than getting your business done. We don't want wasted time. We need to get your business together. And sometimes doing things alone, you get more work done than when you have to pull and tug and pull and tug to get somebody to help you. You could get much more work done on your own. So when you're looking for people to help you with a passion and get your business to a profitable state, you want to look for people that are also passionate about what you're doing. You may want to search on, if you're a student at school, talk to other kids in the school and say, hey, I got this idea that I want to do this. What do you think about it? And if they say, I think that's great, when you start, can I do anything to help? That's the person you may want to hook up with. If you at church or you have a church member or something, you're talking to them about what you're passionate about. If they're passionate about the same thing, that's somebody you want to hook up to. Even if you're online, I'm passionate about motivating people, encouraging people, inspiring people, letting them know you can be great, letting them know that you are a great person. I'm passionate about that. I'm passionate about connecting good people together. I'm passionate about like-minded people. I'm passionate about that. So what I do, I go on social media and I find other programs and other people's YouTube channels that I like the content that they have. I get in their chats, I inbox them, and I start connecting with them. And I'm so passionate about it, I start reaching out to them and say, hey, I like what you're doing. Let's do collaborations together, because that's what I want to do. I want to build this brand. I want to connect people. I want people to be happy. So I'm connecting with people that are like-minded. Go out there and find them. And also, as I connect with them, they find my channel and they say, I'm passionate about what you're doing and I want to help you. What can I do to help you? Let's do some collaborations together. Let's inspire people together. So now we're building this together. And so as we build it, now they're happy about what I'm doing. I'm happy about what they're doing. And we're building each other up. Collaborations, but collaborate with people that are also passionate about what you're doing. It makes it fun, it makes it exciting, and it makes it good. Another thing I want you to do, like I said, put time into your passion, into your business. Come on now. You might have some sleepless nights, not all night. There are 7 days in a week. 24 hours in a day. I still want you to get some sleep. I don't want you to be worried about the passion that you're trying to turn into a profit, the new business that you want to start. I don't want you to worry because everybody knows we work best in our minds when we get plenty of rest. But I do want you to be cautious about wasting of your time. A lot of times what we do on social media is we spend more time watching others than doing for ourselves. If that's you, because I almost got caught in that rut. An alarm bell went off in my head and said, hey, you're spending all these hours watching all these YouTubers. What have you put into your channel? I had to pause and think for a moment. I said, hold on. I've got to turn off YouTube for a minute and I've got to get to my passion. I can go back to theirs later. All the videos are on replay. I don't have to watch every live. I've got to put some work into mine. Okay? So be careful about your time. Do I stay up late at night sometimes? I do. Even when we're on vacation with my husband, sometimes I'm in the car as we're going on these 3 or 4 hour drives and I'm researching stuff that I can do. I'm using some of that time. But also I know how to turn it off after a while and spend some time with my husband because I don't want to spend all my time putting it into my passion. Okay? Because he's still my family. We have to learn how to direct that time. Okay? But put time into your passion. There's nights when maybe my husband falls asleep and I'll be up in the bed looking at things online that I can do to help continue to promote and love on other people and see what I can do to help promote unity and getting collaborations, watching people's channels, looking at what they're doing. Say, I like what they're doing. Let me contact them. I like this. And I'll do it when my husband's asleep because I don't want my husband to feel like I'm taking time away from him. So those of you who are married, remember, don't allow your time for your passion to reduce to the extreme your passion and your love for your spouse. Okay, so be careful with that. A lot of marriages, thank you, Holy Spirit, a lot of marriages are broken up because people get more passionate about their passion for profit than their passion for their relationship and their marriage. So you have to know where the balance is. Okay. But yes, do you need to spend time for your passion? Yes, you do. But be very careful that your passion for your business to make a profit does not mess up your marital relationship. Y'all know I'm a big advocate for happy marriages. So that's why I wanted to throw that in there. Okay. All right. Real quick. This last thing I want you to understand. Be careful what you spend your money on trying to get your passion to become a profit. All right. Now I'm saying that to say this. In real estate, I do real estate. My husband does real estate. And as we were building the brands for our real estate and business knowledge, there's a lot of organizations out there that offer information for building, real estate industry and all of that. And a lot of them are good, but there's also a lot of businesses and organizations that are out there that will ask you to pay a monetary fee for their classes, their resource, or their information. Now, a lot of people do that. And I have seen a lot of people get duped or get taken advantage of or scammed because of this. I want you to be very careful what you put your money into when you're building your business, when you're trying to turn your passion into a profit. While you're trying to turn your passion into a profit, you don't want to become poor. Can I say that again? When you're trying to turn your passion into a profit, I don't want you to become poor. All right. Before you try and pay anyone for a service that they are offering online or at an event or so forth, I want you to find out and ask yourself, is this that I'm about to invest my money into going to be profitable or good for my business? And then I want you to think, am I giving more into their profit than myself? Now, I said that to say this. I remember back in the day, my husband and I went to this, it wasn't an organization. It was an event that someone was having about books and stuff on real estate, a convention. Thank you, Holy Spirit. It was a convention. And we went to this convention. And to get in, first of all, we had to pay to get in. I think the tickets were, let's just say $150 each. It may not be the exact, but $150 each. So we paid $300 for us both to get in. Then we get in, we had these gentlemen that were up there and they were speaking and they were telling us basically everything we already knew about real estate. Hello, because we take all that stuff in the class. But anyway, they were telling us about all this stuff. And then at the end of this convention that they had, they said, for all of you who want a private one-on-one with us and you want to be able to contact us one-on-one, we want you to buy our books. And our books are in the lobby. And the books they're about $150 each for this series. You can get this series for $1,000. You can get a monthly series for $59.99 if you want this one of the premium. The diamond level is this amount, and all of this is this amount, and so forth. And so my husband and I looked as we walked and we're like, this is all a money grab. That's all it is, a money grab. And so we learned, we were burned at that point because we walked out of there with a negative when it came to the $300 that we had spent because we didn't gain anything that was going to profit our business. So that's what I want to tell you, to be careful of what you spend your money on. If it's not going to help your business to be profitable, even not just in a money sense, but in going forward, if it's not going to help your business to go forward, being profitable as far as knowledge and all, if it's not going to help, then it's not something that you want to invest in. You can get a lot of valuable free information right on the World Wide Web. Just pay your internet fee. And as long as you got Wi-Fi and internet, you can get a lot of valuable information. You pull it up on your cell phone. You got a Wi-Fi service with your cell phone. Put it up on your cell phone. But be very careful about people out there that are trying to profit off of you and not really investing anything into what you're doing. A lot of these conventions and stuff like that people go to, be very careful with all that, you guys. I have seen so many people that have gotten taken advantage of when they go to some of these things. And I'm not saying all of them bad. There's a small percentage that I really root for and that I know that they're really good. But there's a lot of people out there that have learned the art of taking people's money. They have, especially people that are just starting out and they're looking for help. They're very eager to find some help. I've seen a lot of them get taken advantage of. I don't want that to be you. All right. So join us here on our Money Monday series as we continue to help you by giving you free, valuable information about how you can get your business going and get your business up and running and get your dreams to become a reality. Pastor Grant will be back here next week with us every Monday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. You guys remember to subscribe to the channel here. Remember to get your businesses going. Also, I have placed Pastor Grant's information in the description of this video. She is a beautiful pastor with her beautiful sister, Latanya, out there at My Father's House Pentecostal Church in Riverdale, Georgia. Her information is there. If you're ever in the Riverdale area, check her out. If you're not in the Riverdale area, you can always go on their Facebook page and they stream it so you can see their church services. They're doing wonderful events out there. Now, they also have a financial series that's getting ready to come on. A health seminar. We just did the financial series with them. It was so good. She invited the Jews, and we're also going to be helping them with their health series that they have coming up. Okay. All that information is going to be here on the channel. Is also on the YouTube, on the Facebook page of My Father's House Pentecostal Church. So make sure y'all check that out. It is so great to be able to do these collaborations. Hello, Apostle Cheeseborough. Thank you so very much for being here. Now, you guys, I thank y'all so very much. Let me go ahead and flash your things up here because with YouTube, I don't know what has happened, but with YouTube, after we turn the videos off, your videos for the live stream are not showing. So I'm going to go ahead and put them on screen because I love to see your beautiful words when people come back and take a look at these videos. So Miss Darnell Bible Bites, hello to you. Hello, Pastor Lorenzo. Thank you for always supporting. He said, look at God. Look at God. That's how he says it. Hey, Cece, thank you so very much for being here. Minister Deborah Davis, good morning to you as well. Thank you also for being here. And she also said, I'm good. Thank you for asking. Thank you so very much for being here. Cece, I love your support. Thank you so very much for all the support that you have. She's saying hello to Aaron and everybody else. And Pastor Lorenzo says this, amen. Your ministry starts at home. That's right. So come on, married couples. Come on now. People in relationships. Don't forget that your relationship is your passion. And don't let any other passion go above that one. Okay. We can all find a balance in there. We can all find a balance. Thank you so much, Cece, for the beautiful clapping hands. Pastor Lorenzo says, be a wise steward over God's money. That's right. Wise steward. And if you're a wise steward over it, guess what? He'll give you more. Because he can invest in you and you won't waste it. Come on now. Thank you, Cece, saying exactly. And a great big hello to you also, Apostle Frank Cheeseborough. Thank you so very much. Thank you so much, Apostle Frank Cheeseborough, for these daily reminders that you text me also. I absolutely love your encouragement. And we're going to have you back on the channel again. Miss Darnell Bible Bite says, always encouraging. Thanks for walking in your assignment. I love that. I love that. You really blessed me today with this comment. Thank you so much. And that's my passion also, to really encourage others, to encourage one another, to make everybody to be happy, loving, and understand that you can be kind to each other. Okay. All right, you guys. So let's go ahead. I'm going to get out of here, but you guys, I'll be back. Remember to click that notification bell when we go live. All right. Y'all have a blessed day today. And thank you for subscribing to the channel. Be blessed. Good night.
A heartfelt thank you to all of our subscribers who joined us for this video. If you have not already subscribed, go to our YouTube channel, The Juice Radio and Talk Show. Subscribe and click on the notification bell to be alerted whenever we go live. Join our private Juice community. Go to www.thejuicecommunity.com and sign up for free. Join us, The Juice Radio and Talk Show. We have our Money Monday financial series. It is a lunch and learn program at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time on Mondays. Also on Monday, we have our reality series and hot topics at 7 p.m. Wednesdays, we have Bible study at 7:30 p.m. Thursdays, we have church news at 7:30 p.m. We also offer motivational moments, happy marriage lifestyle, news from a godly perspective, movie reviews, as well as our single moms club, Let's Talk Ex-Millennials, and of course, our Cooking with Clovis. Follow us on our podcast channel, The Juice Radio and Talk Show Podcast, streaming on all podcast platforms. A great big thank you to our podcast production company, Noye Podcast Productions. They can help you create your own podcast also. Contact them today at houseofnoye.com. Thank you to our sponsor, Custom Apparel Shop. Have them complete your embroidery work and silk screening needs. Do you need a logo created for your fashion apparel or company? Contact Israel Mason today. That is 786-657-7501. Thank you to our main sponsor, Truth and Triumph Ministries. Truth and Triumph Ministries, a ministry that cares about telling people the truth so they can triumph in life. Thank you, Truth and Triumph Ministries, for all you do.